Okay, now I done heard a lot of videos. Especially, I just heard this new video with this teen chick ranting about black people and food stamps and all this other racist nonsense. I mean, me, I respect everybody's opinion to the level where it's on a reasonable notation. But when you start getting ignorant, and I know she's talking about her neighborhood, whatever, you don't necessarily know why people do what they do. You don't know what type of situations people are in for them to do that. So, for you to be able to base it off of just the outside view of it makes you wrong. Um, this whole racist crap, man. I mean, like I heard the one chick that was at the UCLA talk about Asians in the library. You know, I mean, the racism is going a little, just I mean, it's really, I think we're moving into an era where it's cool to be more diverse. It's the more racist side of the fence, the older generation is kind of decimating a little bit. I guess older age people are dying off, whatever whatever that be. But just to you know, I don't really. I love how a lot of white people, not all, like to go, black people this, black people that. But you got to understand, we are all that like descendants from Africa. Read your books. We all came. The origin was in the middle of Africa. You know, as we first started out hunting and gathering, and started moving and evolving, and the first settlement was Mesopotamia, which is right above Africa, which is right above Jerusalem. All of that, and we formed as a people communities and spread wide range. You know, I just don't, I wish the people would read their textbooks, understand what's going on. You know, people, and it's not even just color any, really, like, white, black, Asian, there's racism within your own race. Africans don't like black, African Americans. You know, Italians don't like Irish. Salvadorians don't like Mexicans. Koreans don't like Japanese. I mean, it's so up and beyond, and we have to stop thinking that a region defines a person. We have to come together. This isn't a "we are the world" speech, but at the same time, it's just like, if you're gonna be ignorant, keep it to yourself. I mean, if you if you just don't, I mean, well, then again, being ignorant, you really don't know no better. So, I feel sorry for you. Um, you know, and it's funny because a lot of ignorant people just don't understand nor know what's going on. Scared to find out, scared to talk to somebody and get the real story. Like the teen girl from I don't even know where she was from, but she was doing on that black rant about them on food stamps and welfare, and they don't want to graduate. Da 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 da. You have a lot of African Americans graduating. I mean, some places more than others, but it's still happening. And then you also got to look at the school system. You have to look at the finances that's brought in to teach kids, up to standard knowledge. For instance, my cousin, he came to live with me back in 2001 to go to high school with me, and he came from Memphis, Tennessee. I live in Virginia. But it was crazy to realize the level of education, the highest education he knew, and we were both in 10th grade, was the stuff that I learned back in 7th grade. So you have to understand, places, they don't teach the same level of education. And then you just got places that just teaching bad at, like, not valid things. You know what I'm saying? So you can't judge a person by the outside and how, you know, you look at it, because there's more than one meaning behind the action. You know, it's, oh, this person went and jumped into a store, you know, and stole some shit. You know, it's, why did he steal the shit? Some people are maniacs, some people crazy, and then there's some people that just couldn't get nothing, no money, no nothing to do it, and felt like they had to just run up in there and grab it. Is it right? No. But at the same time, when you push a person against a wall, they're going to do whatever they can to get by, to survive. Survival of the fittest. They've been preaching that since day one. It's just what it is. You have to be educated. You have to understand. You have to be able to talk to people and understand these situations before you can look at a person and go, this is what it is. I'm going to look at your cover. I'm not going to read your pages. So, I mean, am I an educator? No. I'm just a realistic brother, you know, walking around in this earth, and it saddens me to see the mental segregation, the racism that just consistently plagues this world. I mean, not even this world, mainly this country. You know, people always want to talk mess behind this person, that person, and then they want to, you know what, matter of fact, a big shout out to wherever that girl who did that racist rant was, because I didn't hear in the news that she's dead, you know, like, because I thought with some of the stuff she just said, because she said she was in a 60% black community. I'm surprised they ain't beat her ass, but you know, shout outs to them. I'm glad y'all kept it non-violent, or at least I hope y'all kept it non-violent, because you got some people with some bad tempers over there. But you know, it's not about violence. It's not about, you know, beating somebody down. I mean, at the end of the day, you can, you know, your pride can overcome you. You want to look, you know, you want to look strong in front of your people. And, you know, you fighting somebody, you get knocked out, they get knocked out, you shoot them, they shoot you, you stab them, they stab you. At the end of the day, what did that prove? You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, most of the videos I see out here is black people, and that saddens me, man. That really does sadden me, because all it does is make us look like fucking monkeys, look like we some fucking animals, like we ain't got no sense. Somebody stepped on my J's, I gotta beat somebody yet? No. The hell? You know, oh, you know, you brushed me wrong. Oh, you know, like, motherfuckers dying over Twitter, niggas dying over Facebook. Serious? Come on, man. I mean, that's retarded. Oh, you dissed me, man. People been getting disrespected for years. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't strong enough and confident enough in your own self to be like, psh, that ain't me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can call me a bitch, hoe, fuck, nigga, whatever. You can say that all you want to. At the end of the day, you ain't phasing me. You ain't doing nothing to me, because I'm confident in who I am and what I do. So none of those words, none of them words affect me. Calling me a nigga, you want to throw the ER on it, nigger. None of that shit hurts my feelings at all. So I couldn't care less if I hear a white person say it. You know what I'm saying? They want to throw out there, that was a word that was meant to hold us down, that to keep our spirits low. People give strength to words, give way too much strength to words. And you have to be able to just minimize that. You know what I'm saying? Words are words. But the actions that precede those words become very drastic and unnecessary. It's all about confidence. It's all about, knowing who you are. A person, you could be a mother or a father, and they could call you a bad parent, but you know what you do. You know what I'm saying? They look at the outside. They don't see everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? So they go, oh, you a bad father. You a bad mother, la, la, la. And you get, people get mad. Which, I understand because that is a touchy subject. But still, if you know what you do, you know that you ain't no bad father, no bad mother. You around year round, or for the most part, and you handling business. You ain't just throwing out a check. You actually spending time with your kids. You doing that. Nobody can tell you nothing. Words don't mean nothing because it ain't true. Now, if you start getting touchy, because it is true, I ain't got nothing to say for you. But, alright, that was a little blog from, your man J Miracle Fletcher. Hats off to you. I'll throw out another one sometime soon. But, I just had to get that off my chest. Real talk. Holla.